Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and today I'm taking a first impressions look at Paradisiaque, or however you say it, because it's very French, too French for me to pronounce properly. Yeah, it's fine. And this is another one of those free IndieDB games, and I'm not really sure what it is. But it sounded weird enough to take a look at. She's clearly just pretending to be asleep because her eyes are partially open. You mean you don't normally wear a gigantic, silly ribbon on your hand? So are this impractically dressed, lady, who's woken up in a strange sea house with a really fancy glass floor. Oh god, arrow keys. Gross. Alright, this is where I have to try to figure out the keys. I should probably just check the controls to see if I can check the controls. Alright, so this game must have been developed by a left-handed person because it uses the arrow keys and the right control. What? Why am I sliding across the floor? This has the worst type of tank controls because you have to stop and rotate before you can even start moving in that direction. Like with most tank control games, like old Resident Evil games, you can still kind of move diagonally, but in this you have to literally just stop completely, turn, move. Kind of weird sweater bathing suit thing is she wearing? It's got a weird, like, bathing suit outline in it. Though it seems like I only stop if I turn very drastically, but I can kind of do this. to shift my direction a little bit. Ho ho ho! No way. Not to mention there's no way a place like this could survive in the open ocean without being destroyed by the first storm. Like, if this was a coastline, maybe, but it's not. We're clearly in the middle of nowhere. I tried to sprint by holding shift, but it turns out that, for some reason, just makes you go slower. The endless ocean, would you say? Also, it seems if I turn when I have too much momentum, she just keeps sliding in the direction. Well, let's hope this lady can swim. So we can get to the other huts. But, no, turn left. This way. It's a telescope. Also, this game doesn't look the worst, though it might just be because of the super exotic, colorful ocean location, which is kind of hard to make look completely bad. Okay, can you swim with your clothes on? No? I guess we're incapable of that. Can I find a swimsuit in here? Is that the puzzle? Some sort of dresser in here. Come on. Come on, go down. Don't just spin in circles. I mean, all I have to do is rub against everything until a check option comes up. That was the lamp. You've been sleeping for so long that the world has been flooded. Like, forget even a real ocean storm. If it even rained here, could you imagine how uncomfortable this house would become? Is there something I'm missing out here? There's not exactly a lot of space for me to cover. It's just a dead end back there. I already forgot what this telescope said. Oh, can we not use it to look across at the other houses? You know, check out the scenery. So I checked the actual thread for this game, and apparently, to get off this island, we need to examine all of the examination points. I also found out a few interesting things. Apparently all of the assets in this game are stolen from Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball 2. Except for the main character here, whose model is stolen from Singularity, a game that nobody played. But of course it's under the dev mentality that, hey, I'm not releasing this for money, so it doesn't matter if I steal assets. It also turns out that there is a second one of these that has also been released. One awfully broing. I wish I had some broing plants growing in my house. Okay, this is the thing where you get trapped, so let's not get stuck back here. There's nothing back there. Can't check the middle of the house. Oh, there was something there, but then I slid away from it. I must have found all of them by now. Can't see what's outside. Here's a question, where's the electricity for these lights coming from? It's quite the fascinating concept for a game. Walk around and examine things. Which is kind of half of what point-and-click adventure games are, except you actually pick up things and use them on other things, but I guess that's too complicated to be developed in 2 months with stolen assets. Apparently there's 12 observation points we need, so I might have to walk through and examine all of them again. So let's skip ahead. Oh, there we go. Walking to the back of the hut triggered this. Oh, now we can use the telescope to watch the surroundings. Alright, let's rotate over there. Alright, I pushed left and she went right. The controls for this are probably some of the worst I've ever seen, and there's only the movement directions and examine. That's probably a good thing that this game is no more complex than this. I like how she felt the need to double-check the wall of her hut to make sure there was no one hiding in there. Wait, there's someone with blue goo clipping through them. You mean that house, not that barracks? So is she gonna not be snooty this time and just jump in the water? Oh good, it didn't make us control the swimming. Look, a statue. Wait, what? I don't even know who's talking here. And of course, here's one of our Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball 2 characters that has been ripped from the game's assets. Oh, that is a creepy face. Especially with the shadow over her eyes behind her head. Was part of that conversation supposed to be implying that she was wearing her bikini? Because she's clearly not. What is even happening? There's some weird fanboy flirting going on here. I can teach you how to swim, Hitomi-chan, giggle giggle. Could you look for it for me? I'm kinda dumb. I don't know where I left it. I'd like to point out that the reason the developer made this game, apparently, and stole all the assets from DOA XV2, XBV, is because they were a real fan of the world of Extreme Beach Volleyball and not at all the fact that it's a bunch of women on an island. All of this I did not realize until I dipped into that thread to figure out how to get off the hut. Alright, After that long and really weird, still cutscene. What? Why did I just slide all the way around that plant? Apparently that plant just triggers sliding, because every time I try to get around it, I just kind of drift. Paradisiaque drift. It's not exactly Tokyo, but... Is there no way off of this one? No way in, no way out? Now, let's be clear here. She said that she lost her buoy in one of the huts, but she also used it to get here. How did she get here from one of the other huts without using it? Come on now, you're losing your consistency, Paradisiaque. Wait. What was that right here? Someone built the longest sea bridge to nowhere. Also, apparently there's no ocean over here. It's just dead silence. I bet there's nothing at the end of this pier. I just wasted a minute walking over here. So I guess I can just dive in the water and swim from place to place, depending on which stairway you take. Alright, no going in there. There's actually some rich millionaire's crazy resort where he kidnaps women and then watches them walk around in. Or it's like the Truman Show and the island just ends and the ocean isn't really here. We're just in a little box of water. So all of these huts are locked. Damn it, Hitomi, how did you even get in here then? This is almost like putting a puzzle in your game, right? Just making you look for something. Oh, look, we found it. That's what I said. She's full of shit. Hitomi is actually a serial killer. No, we're back here. Anywhere but here. Another wonderful cutscene. Another dead silent cutscene. Oh my god, an animated cutscene. How come there wasn't any animated cutscenes before? Ah, it would have been better if she was lying face down. Though she is still dead fucking still. Like a floating corpse slash a model that the person stole and didn't know how to animate. Betrayal in paradise. You told me you couldn't swim. Seriously, I'm not sure what we're trying to convey here with the sad, dramatic music. Is she dead or just lazily laying there? Okay, apparently she drowned in a couple feet of water. In a very relaxed pose. And even underwater, her hair glows. Okay. Just gonna pan over the ocean dramatically forever. I debated whether I should drag her body out of the ocean or leave her there to be eaten by the fish, and then I realized she would just smell up the place if I pulled her out. The ocean would take care of its own. Though maybe drowning yourself would be better than being trapped in this extremely boring paradise forever. Wait a minute, is that why her fucking sweater looks so weird? Did he just try to, like, model a swimsuit over it? Or maybe that's what it looked like. I don't know. It's been a long time since I played Singularity. And Kacha isn't exactly the first thing that comes to mind. So much as time manipulation. Alright, so I guess we're just gonna pan around forever. I suppose I beat it by examining enough things. I get that this is a guy who, you know, probably hasn't made any games before this, so he just kind of wanted to copy the assets over and figure out the programming side of it, but still, that was pretty awful. Usually I try to be a little fair, but no, that was terrible. And look, there's still a part 2. I guess I might as well carry on to that. I'm sure it'll be just as bad. But, so much for first impressions. I guess that was more of a let's play. But, oh, whatever. That's Paradisiaque. Paradisiaque. And, I guess at some point I'll carry on and look at the next one. I'm sure that'll be worth a laugh. But until then, I've been Shadefire, and I'll see you all around some other time.